Fuck him.
Hello, everybody. Episode 100 is here. Yay!
Whoa!
With the best people to celebrate it with. Thank you so much, lads, for coming on. This is going to be a stressful episode. I know it is, but
for you, all you have
to do is look fucking handsome, don't you?
Yeah, sure. Look, it's not easy.
It's not fucking easy, man. You went to the dentist and all, yeah?
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. Fucking hell, like.
How are the gums?
They're grand now, yeah. They put them back in my head. Like, I had my gums in a jar there for 2 weeks. Like,
I was expecting gold fillings, man. I was expecting.
I wanted to, yeah. No, I wanted it, but they said it'd be too much. And I was like, all right, I'll go next week to get that done.
Out of your price range.
Yeah.
Remember in the noughties where like the ones were getting like a diamond just on their tooth?
Jesus, yeah.
That would have been class.
I think I would have worked that now, to be fair. Yeah.
Been lovely.
Get something spelt across my teeth.
Yeah,
like,
or you could have had
sorry.
Yeah, the M Shadows grill.
Yeah, is that what what a cool character he is. Like,
this 100th episode is not sponsored by Pinnakin, unfortunately.
No.
I don't have any, so it's definitely not.
Are you not allowed to drink, you?
No, Jesus, I can fucking drink. I'm
Gatorade.
Gatorade. Yeah.
Oh my God. So, there's lots happening tonight. This cool piece of merch is going to be one as well.
An actual cast from Richie's hand. Like.
It's actually Ruben's hand, actually.
No way, is it?
I plunged the hand into silver.
I was thinking it came off.
He'll never do it again.
Okay. So we've got lots to go through. Let's do the first thing, and I want to do is we're going to listen to a bit of Soothsayer, who've released a new album. New single. My apologies, new single. And I have to try and find it here. Did you check it out Did you check out the video of it first of all?
Yeah. I looked at I think there was the video was the first place that I saw it now.
Okay, cool.
Fair play.
Savage.
Unreal.
A visual aid.
But a bit of a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool actually. Okay, so let's have a listen to this. I don't know where to play it. Like, kind of, it's like 8 minutes long, but
I'd say the middle of it.
The middle of it.
We'll do the full 14.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah. That is it. It is seriously, it took me by shock how good it was. I didn't know what to expect of them because a lot of their stuff is actually a bit extreme and dark, and sometimes it kind of overwhelms me, but this definitely is the most accessible thing they've done for me, and it is outstanding. Liam's vocals right through it. Just so much got onto it. You'll have to listen to it around 5 or 6 times.
to get what's going on, the musicianship, everything, the way it builds, just some fantastic, how would you say it, just deviates off and comes back. As we always say, you need to see it live as well. Jesus Christ. Danielle, what about you? Are you a fan of Soothsayer?
Yeah, I am a big fan of them, actually. It's so unapologetically them. It's fantastic. Like, who else would have an intro like 7 minutes long and just be like, "Fuck you, sit through this."
This is the single.
And,
the single.
Yeah, exactly. This is the most accessible for everybody. So yeah, you're sitting there for 7 minutes, and it's just like a journey. It's unbelievable, and I just cannot wait to hear that live. You know, it's a good. It's like. Yeah, so it's unbelievable. I can't wait to see them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. To be honest, I didn't know what to expect. Like, I've always had respect for Soothsayer, but like, again, they were a band that I loved seeing live just because it's such a spectacle as well. Like with Liam with walking in with the blessing everyone, but one thing I loved was on the video for people like me, I think, because they have like. The intro thing is like, what is it called? Outer Heaven or something?
Outer Fringe.
Yeah. And like in the video, I was there like sitting and I was like, right, you know, about a minute into it, I was like, I don't get this, but I understand but when you click, there's a thing in the middle that clicks to when like the actual second part, which would be the heavier tune side of it, comes on, clicked onto that, and I was fucking blown away. Had no idea what to expect from it, but it's just there's such a groove to it as well.
There is a groove, yeah.
Yeah, no, I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
You would never think they're from Cork, and that's another fucking thing. This could have emerged from anywhere in the world,
yeah.
and the production is amazing too. I'm not sure who produced it. Maybe Pavel would have overseen some of it. Maybe.
They definitely recorded it in Cork anyway, I think in Kitten Lane Studios.
Okay.
But yeah, it really works for them. But yeah, I think the way the atmosphere builds definitely captures what they do live. I'd seen them play it live once or twice, and it was still kind of just like, you know, forming for me, because when you're seeing it live and you don't know, is that like the intro to their show, or is that going to be part of the track? But they really pulled it off, and because they had that one, they did a live album thing live in Malta recently as well, and it's on that. Really worth checking that one out as well. See how it slots in with their older stuff, and it really stands alongside it and pushes it again. As you said, I think it's the best thing they've done. And I think the album is out in January through Transcending Obscurity, and I reckon it's going to be colossal. Like, I think for Irish releases, it could be a big one, and could go places. Like, it's just filled with quality, like at every turn. Like, you know, it's just laced with quality. Like,
it made me go back and actually listen to some of the older stuff as well, being like, maybe there was something I wasn't copying. Like, and even like listening back to older stuff now after hearing something that I just immediately gelled with. Now I'm starting to find there's more things that I'm gelling with. It's like my mind has been opened just a little bit. My fucking third eye, man.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. It's that 232 hertz that they play.
Yeah. I actually refuse to listen to anything else now. Yeah.
The pineal gland has to open up first.
That's exactly it. Yeah. And it's all the acid, but like.
So it's a massive thumbs up from all of us, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and we'll move on swiftly to Red Fang, Danielle's choice. And what did you think of that? It was Whales and Leeches, Danielle, wasn't it? No?
Yeah, Whales and Leeches, not Leeches and Whales, like I said in the podcast. Yeah,
that's okay. Danny, if you want to take this first.
I love them. I absolutely love them. Like, I think I remember in the last podcast I said something about there's a mix band. I think it was Red Cuns. It's some of the lads from Red Fang and Cuns. I don't know, but I actually knew them before I knew Red Fang, and it's such like just that southerny sound to it. Like, they're just that fuzzy guitar. It's fucking sick. I couldn't remember what the album was, so I just listened to a mix of tunes now, but they were, I think they're great now. They're unreal. Yeah. That's definitely something that I knew the name, but I just hadn't sat down and listened to properly. And I'm delighted now I was forced to do it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, unreal. Loved it.
I thought there's 3 songs in a row that I love is Behind the Light. Dawn Rising is incredible. And Failure then after that. No, they were brilliant live as well. You have to see them live. I don't know, did any of you see them live?
No, I've never seen them live.
Unreal. They are riff merchants, and they're a band I would have loved if they were around when I was kind of early 20s, because I would have just followed them fanatically.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
That prehistoric dog tune. It's like the opener.
amazing.
It's not on on that album, but
No,
that was
it's
the
not.
first one that I listened to, and I was just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna like this. I know I'm gonna like this.
Yeah. And they're a 4-piece, aren't they? There's 2 guitarists. The singer, is the singer the guitarist as well? Or is it the bass player?
Singers and guitarists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
they're
think
just
it was
about
one of them
fun.
anyway, yeah.
You know, if you like
there's a fun
Mastodon,
element
if
to
you
it.
like Foo Fighters, you know, they are Caius, they just have their foot in every kind. They're the ideal band actually as a support band, really. If a bigger act is bringing someone around Europe, you should have Red Fang to open up.
They'll play all the hits, like.
Gent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
They'll get
practice,
people
you
going.
said.
Yeah.
Did you
Good
enjoy
band,
it, Jack?
Yeah, I kind of I struggled a bit to get into it as an album. Like, there's definitely great tracks on there. Like the Dawn Rising with your man from Yob was really, really good. But I suppose that would be more kind of my thing. It has like a bit of a build up and some atmosphere. And the breakdown riff, there's a breakdown riff in the first song that just really got me after a second or third listen. But I don't know, some of it was just a small bit generic or something. Like, I just kind of like, I might try on Mastodon after this, you know. But good crack. Like, as you said, I'd love to see him live. Joe, with a few beers on you and a live show, I'd say it'd be great crack. Like, you know.
So you're saying you thought they were like the Aldi version of Mastodon, is it?
Yeah, I hate that. You know, I hate that.
Okay, Danielle, you chose well. We all really enjoyed it. So that's class. And I will get back to you on my one later, but we're about to get in the first guest of tonight. So
I'm going to close my eyes and this is coming on now and do like a guess who.
It's going to be your nemesis.
Not myself. Who's this?
Mr. Colin Bolger.
Good lads.
I'm like, kid.
How's it going, Colin? You well?
It's good to have a nice little whiskey here now.
Hey,
Fair play to you.
Nice Sundays. How's the lads? All good?
Still going, boys. Still going. That's the main
Long
thing.
time no see.
Yeah, same to yourself. We're all still in our little bubbles.
Yeah.
I probably haven't seen you since the summer, like.
Yeah, one of those beautiful drives we had over to your house.
Yeah.
The summer breeze coming through the window.
Yeah. Two of us hammered in the car.
The only way to do it.
Are you busy now is there a lot of bands looking for work at the moment, or what way are you?
Yeah, like, it seems to me, what I figured out over the last year is, like, whatever you put into it, you get out of it. You know?
Yeah.
Like, if you just keep working, you think, oh no, when's the next commission going to come in, or the next, how am I going to get more bands to see, whatever. But if you just do it and do it well, the reputation will kind of, I think word of mouth is the only real way of doing things. You know, you can post things on Facebook and all that good stuff, but people talking, and the only way to get people talking is if you actually do something that's worth talking about. So just do the work and it'll work, you know. That's what it feels like.
Somehow you knocked Danielle out.
I was wondering.
The sheer power of Colin, like.
You know, they're going on a
Can't handle the Colin.
Oh, I can hear you.
There's only room for 4 of us in here.
Yeah, Colin came in, Danielle back. Oh, she changed into a Zhora t-shirt, did she?
She was wearing that the whole time.
Around, costume change.
Yeah, that wasn't a technical fault. No, that was well thought out.
Oh, shit, I know
A couple of minutes ago, yeah.
What?
Yeah, only about 15 minutes ago. Yeah.
Right.
But so yeah, the reason why Colin is on the show is because he has designed some fantastic art for me. Can you hear me?
I got
Yeah.
And can you see the screen? No.
We can indeed. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can
Okay.
find
Be
anything
careful
we
there,
shouldn't
Richie.
see. Yeah.
Secret stash.
Okay. So can you see this beautiful design?
Fuck, that is
Yeah.
class.
Oh, deadly. That's fucking savage.
So that is the new Metal Cell logo.
Fuck me, that is sick.
Savage.
That is going to be on the t-shirts and the hoodies.
That is
Deadly.
absolutely. You doing a color print as well, I presume? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll show you that now in a minute. And it's turned the Hunter. Colin put in my two cats, Misty and Sonic.
Go on, Sonic.
Deadly.
Sonic O'Toole.
Yeah, Richie, I don't know if you caught, but you know, is it Sonic the kind of hairier cat?
No, that's Misty.
Oh, Misty, have you noticed under her paw she's got a little mouse trapped?
I didn't actually. Jesus, class.
What a fucking
Detail.
killer! Like,
She's a
Savage.
boss, yeah.
Yeah. The whole thing then is the archer shooting for the sky, a bit like the Metal Cell podcast.
and what are we? Just the fucking
Class.
dirty crows, are we?
With the voice under the paw.
Yeah.
Pieces of shit. Where you belong.
So not only did he do that, he designed the Celtic cross again.
Unreal.
Savage.
So that's a blackbird up on top, and again, there's symbols representing myself, Ellen, Ruben, and Ellie in it as well.
It's nice when there's so much thought put into something like that, you know, rather than it just being something aesthetically pleasing, that there is actual meaning behind it as well.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that's
what's the point otherwise, you know? Like, what are you doing it for otherwise? Unless you're trying to symbolize something, because that's what art is. It's symbolizing something bigger than words. So there's a lot of opportunity there to do a bit of research and actually get a bit of substance into it.
Yeah,
Stuff always has that anyway, Colin, doesn't it? Like, the longer you look at your pieces, you're just like, oh, I never saw that. You know, there'll be another little thing in there somewhere.
that's
Oh,
why.
that looks sick.
So there's the
fucking
merch
hell.
there. There's the hoodie and the cross at the front.
Oh, I'll have all of them, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please, yeah.
I can imagine myself now getting up in the morning, getting my coffee with just the hoodie on.
Just an extra large one.
Yeah, an extra large one.
With your socks on too.
Yeah, just roll like downstairs, being like, oh yeah, Sunday morning.
Cigarettes for you in the corner.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, Danielle, why do we have no electricity? And me wearing all of them. It's going to be a lean Christmas in the meantime.
Look, Pete, you got the wedding. Would you stop fucking looking for everything else?
Me with the 3 t-shirts on and the hoodie being like, it's grand, it's warm.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Congratulations on the wedding as well, Danielle.
Oh, cheers.
Major
Thanks,
congrats.
a million.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Gee, she's still going on about it, is she? Fuck's sake.
Milking it now.
Milking it, like, yeah.
And he did the logo then at top as well, the Metal Cell podcast with the
Savage.
cells. So
That's class.
absolutely fantastic job, Colin. I couldn't have actually wished for any better than
Oh,
what
well, the
you've done
concept was yours, you know, it really was. Thanks for asking me. Obviously, being involved with this in any capacity, and for the 100th episode and to just be involved along, it's a genuine privilege, really. So I'm absolutely honored.
there. Yeah.
Ah, you big fucking cutie.
Yeah, it's really nice to see again. I mean, I know, like, obviously the year has been the year it's been, but lately the social aspect of gigging and what that means to us all as a tribe of people. It's it's getting a bit, you know, old now. But things like this are just, and even Richie when he called out to see the art, God, you really learn to look back and appreciate the times that we had to do things like that in a normal capacity. So very much looking forward to that. I think it's going to be very romantic, and something like Siege is going to be the first big.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know, I just can feel like
there'll be tears.
2021 must be a romantic year.
I'd say the first Siege, I will genuinely be like, walking in, I'll be like nervous shaking, like, do you know what I mean? Just being like, so many things that I have to do, and like I'll be hammered in an hour and fucking fall asleep, I guarantee you.
They should do a week-long event where we're all just living in there for a full week, like everyone plays.
We'll live in John's gaff. I think he actually said a while ago he has no problem with us doing that, to show up unannounced as well. He said he
That's what he
prefers
said.
Yeah. Do you remember
I
that?
think so.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Do you remember that as well? Yeah.
He said it on air, I think, actually.
He did, yeah. We'll post his
Ask
address
him about
there.
it now.
Yeah, we don't even need it because he'll remember it. We'll just post his address and just people can hop in whenever they want. Like,
Yeah.
And you're busy working at the moment in relation to music as well, Colin. You played me 2 new tracks and they're fucking incredible, dude. They're incredible. I had the benefit of that.
In waves, you know, this whole COVID thing, like the creativity comes in waves in terms of music, because not having people to jam with, it's, I don't know, it seems a bit weird sometimes just writing in front of a laptop. So, but sometimes when it hits for 2 weeks, you're just like, all right, get everything out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured out a system. I'm sure all you have figured out systems of sending stuff around and learning how to use different recording programs and plugins, so on. So, yeah, really happy with the song so far. But it'll just be nice to play them and
In a room.
Yeah. I think a lot of people now just bring out like an EP, or like, I think everybody just wants to record something and do something new, you know. So I think it's going to bode well for loads of mad releases coming out next year.
Yeah, even the amount of people are just going to want to gig so much. So trying to even like people banding together to get tours and like, you know, there's going to be so much. I think at the very start now it'll be everyone clamoring trying to get something, like, but you know, there's a beauty in that as well. You know, like I'm not going to be complaining now that there's a gig every single night. I'll go out fucking midweek, no problem now. You know, go see a gig, doesn't bother me. Anytime it's on, I'll go. Don't give a fuck who's playing anymore.
Yeah. We were only giving Immortals a spin last week there, Colin. We were
actually, yeah.
I got the late night video.
Immortals absolutely blaring in the front room. Like,
that's like the second. I was saying to Jack, it's like that's the second time I've sent you a video or picture of me listening to the album in the last month. I don't know what it was, but like over the last month, I just completely re-fell in love with that album.
That's weird. Me too, because I've like been listening to I've been listening to Wall of Time inside out, like, you know.
Oh really? That's interesting. Yeah, because that song is very close to my heart. That song's about my poor cat that got knocked down, you know. Oh my god, like
really?
one of those harrowing days where I was just like, I'm gonna scream it away. So I love it, like, you know, it has that special meaning, but it's a fucking bastard on the arm, you know. It's a real rhythmic song.
Yeah.
Bittersweet thing, bringing out an album at the start of lockdown. You're like, Zhora is always like, we like put in so much effort and so much ambition in places, like, and then it's almost like an episode of Faulty Towers or something.
Yeah. There's always something
like all these calamities just out of nowhere, and you think we learned last time, and then the week of lockdown, this is the album we're most proud of. Here you go, and everyone's just like, fuck that. Who wants to listen to an album about frustration in the most frustrating week in our entire life?
Yeah, just to add to it, like, yeah,
but you couldn't script that shit, so you have to laugh at it, you know. And so like it does a thing. I know you all know, like, you release music and immediately you're like, why didn't I record that take again? Or
yeah.
What the fuck are we thinking, you know?
Yeah.
But this one isn't actually like that. So the only weird emotions are to do with like the bittersweet release of it being at a time
not being able to tour, because you had the tour. You were over in Scotland as well, weren't you? At the Weekender.
The whole lot, you know, years of building up contacts, so you know now that you can bank on kind of what would have been gambles in the past. You can bank on them now because you've put the work in to build up those ties.
Yeah.
But it's all still there, and even I would argue now that it's going to be there in greater capacity. With, like you said, who's not to a gig now because you've seen that band before. You're like, who cares? Like, it's fucking the 20 quid is needed anyway for whatever to keep the ecosystem of the whole fucking thing going. So
absolutely.
I'm very optimistic in general about the way things are going to be. So
it will have its day.
Yeah, definitely. Well, sure, fucking.
It's a good thing in a lot of ways as well. You know.
Me and Jack have been giving it plenty of its days now. Like,
Thanks, all those Spotify dollars are going to come rolling.
Yeah, don't worry. I put it on repeat when I go to sleep, being like, he's going to put you in pipe with that.
It's another 5 cents for Colin.
Yeah. I fucking worked all night for this 5 cents.
For it all to be stripped away from you, you know, the whole thing to be stripped away in terms of what it means to be in a band.
Yeah.
We separate the chaff from the wheat and say, right, what the fuck is, why am I doing this? You know what I mean? And then you have some time and space to discover that, honestly, rather than it just being like, actually, we'll just play another gig. You know, you're like, what the fuck is this about? It made me think a lot about things. You take things for granted so much.
The automatic stuff is kind of put to the side. As you said, you find out what you actually want to do and why you want to do it.
Yeah. And it can only make for better music. I mean,
more genuine.
Yeah, I think now going into practices and stuff, I'm ready to go.
The time is against us. Colin,
you don't have to fucking leave, but you can't stay here.
Listen, buddy.
I just want to say a big up tip. You know? I want to say hello to all the other Zhora lads as well. I love you guys, and we've got a jam scheduled for 19th. So
cool. And listen, man, he did a fantastic job, didn't he, lads?
Unreal.
Yeah,
unreal.
Thank you, Colin. Okay, amigo, see you soon.
Bye, chat.
Yeah.
Fucking love Colin.
What a man.
What a man. I love
Savage.
The best of us.
Let's leave in the next dude.
All right, I'm going to do this again. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just need those fucking... Who is it?
Yeah.
Wait, don't, let me hear his voice, or her. Who is it? Let me hear the voice.
It's coming.
I don't need to show you my
Now
voice.
the thing is covered. No way. It's Alex.
Alex from Tooms. Welcome to the Let Us Forum.
Unreal.
Oh, man, Alex, there's a lot of thought went into that one there.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be a lot of shit talk here.
I just want to start with this one.
Fantastic.
Yeah, what's the crack? How's everybody?
Good, boy. How are you getting on?
You?
Sure.
Good, great.
Do you want to get any grey stag digs in again? How many can you get in?
I think that was it, man. I think the game was up.
I wanted to get it out of the way as quickly as possible. Yeah.
Weird. I was literally just listening to Tooms' album yesterday. Like, who are you gonna bring on next? Like, it's just all my back catalogue.
Yeah, I was listening to Every Time I Die as well, if they're going to just happen to come on.
They're in Alex's room.
Yeah.
You stretched the limerick, Evan. Sorry, man.
Yeah, fuck's sake, like the internet, like.
So how are you, man? Good to see you, dude. Thanks for coming on the
Yeah,
show.
yeah. Thanks very much for having me on episode 100.
Yeah,
that's fucking cool.
Triple digits, mate.
Congratulations, lads.
Thank you.
That's great.
And,
To Richie.
We did fuck up.
We did fuck all, yeah.
We actually just annoy him.
We literally just turn up and have problems with our IT. So
That's it, yeah.
Just add to his editing woes.
yeah.
My life is one ball of stress, Alex.
Same here, man. Same here.
Mine's not. I'm doing good. Like,
I have no worries.
no, I don't even remember the last time I even was upset.
The last time I was upset.
So,
I remember it well.
The last episode.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You got me, like, you know.
That video that you put up of you watching it as well. I was like,
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Alex, we were just...
everything's going so well.
Alex, we were just on to Colin before that about him releasing an album into the middle of COVID, and of course you have as well with The Orb Offers Massive Signals. Reflection-wise, how do you feel about that?
Well, releasing it, like recording it and releasing it was one thing. But it's been weird, like not being able to like tour or to even play any shows or anything. It's been weird, but it's, you know, it's not just our band who's kind of stuck in this. Everybody else's band. Like I know Evan, you had a tour booked and all that kind of stuff, but like it just is what it is. It's been received really well. Yep. You know, we've gotten
for sure.
People seem to dig it. We dig it, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, you can tell that it's one of those albums that it's not written or recorded for anyone. You know, it's for yourselves. Really comes across, and it ends up being better than as a listening experience. Like,
well, we recorded it to get rich and famous. Really, like, I'm not in this for the music at all.
I just want beer and money, like.
Here, Alex, can I ask one question about it?
Yeah, go for it.
Are you going to play Mantra at Dawn live at some point?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. And we're going to have Podge as well.
Post-Punk
Podge did that.
Post-Punk Podge, like.
Post-Punk Podge played the violin.
Yeah, I remember.
He played all the violin stuff on Mantra. That was crazy. Like when we wrote it we were like, it's missing something. We need something. And then one of us were like, violins, fucking get post Podge on this. And we just approached him, and he fucking went for it, man. We were practicing in this, like, for want of a better word, a shipping container.
Yeah, you were telling me about that before. Like, what was the sound like in there? Like,
well, you know what we sound like, so I wasn't very. Really tinny, like really crappy. But like, it was just funny, man. It was a tiny little space. Post-punk Podge came in, or Podge as he's otherwise known, came in, and like there was like me, Anto, Kieran, and Podge in this tiny little hot box of a room, all in our jocks because it was so fucking hot, just jamming out the song. And like, that was great though, because he started blasting violins, and that dude was a proper musician.
I just can't unpicture all of you sweating in your jocks. One more time.
Because I only play, there's only one chord in that whole song, like, and then a little bit of arpeggios on guitar. I didn't need any more.
Yeah.
But I just slamming out this one chord for fucking like 14 minutes.
Yeah, it's
sweating my ass off.
Definitely the highlight for me, anyway, of the album.
I think I'd like to just take this moment as well to say that Chris Quigley had a huge part to play in things like that. Like he added synth and like keys, and he added all these extra flavors. Like we had all these ideas, but he basically brought them to life. So shout out to him big time. He was instrumental in that whole thing.
Did I meet that guy outside the Roundy one time, and you were telling me about him? That's
that was last Christmas, was it?
Last Christmas, I think. Yeah, I think you were saying that he was
Tomas.
Yeah, it was Tomas. And he was saying, all right, the amount of work that he's doing on your album and stuff.
Oh man, like what's his name? Robert Mulhern from Tua has asked if he can remix Mantra at Dawn. Yeah, definitely Mantra at Dawn. And Chris just sent all the stems from the recording like yesterday, and there's fucking loads of guitars and loads of everything.
Yeah.
Like, and we played guitars with a spoon. So there's so many fucking guitar tracks and layers to it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I love that, because like sometimes you'd have all these mad ideas like building up to a recording. You know, you'd have an idea someday, you're just standing there and you're like, oh, we should put like a spoon on it, or a violin or some shit. I love the fact that you actually did it. You know, you actually delivered on the ambition. You put in all that stuff. Like
the one that was the funniest one was jokingly we're like, let's record a belt sounder. And we fucking did. And then it pans from left to right. I can't remember what song it's saying. I think it might be Mad. But I threw a wah pedal through like two fucking massive amps. Like Chris's neighbour must hate him.
Yeah.
So we did all the
Well, that's what they get for living beside him. So,
but to answer that question, yes, we planned to play it live with the synth, with violins. And we had a whole live show kind of ready to go. But I think at this stage, none of us even know how to play the songs anymore. So
yeah, it'll be weird now. Bands going practicing again. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it'll be a road trip for the launch anyway. Chalk that down.
Yeah, absolutely.
It kind of worked out well because it's almost like we get a second release if ever COVID does end.
Yeah,
you know, we get to have our live release
for sure.
Yeah.
But that being said, like we haven't really been practicing those songs. Like Anto was after getting a house, and there's a room in the house that's dedicated to practice.
I saw the pictures of it. Yeah,
it's awesome. Like anything is better than that fucking hot box. or a cold box.
Yeah. Like. You can all just wear your jocks now and not sweat. Like that's class. Like
now we get to be completely naked and stand really.
Yeah, you could do the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You know, with the socks. That'd be brilliant.
We wear each other's socks.
And have you are you working on anything at the moment, music wise, Alex, or have you just lost interest or what?
No, man, I couldn't keep going if there was no music.
Yeah.
Right, you know?
Yeah.
That's the business. Like, I love it. As a band, we've got two new songs that are so fucking heavy. Ready to go. They just need a bit of vocals. And then because we haven't been able to get to Galway, it's just been me and Kieran, and he brought his electric drum kit to my gaff. And that's about as good as we can jam at the minute. So we've got one song kind of going there as well that hasn't had Anto's like bass flavors put to it yet. So we've got 3 new songs ready to go.
Nice.
So that's what's kind of been taking over from practicing our old songs.
Yeah.
I presume Raj up in Cursed Monk was the like instrumental, and yeah. I love that. I just love that T-shirt. But I'd say was it a good experience with dealing with him for a release? I'd imagine.
I don't really have much experience with any other record labels. But Cursed Monk is the label that pays me.
Bad boy.
No, man, he was like, I remember we played a gig in Galway in the Cellar, I think it's called. I'm not sure exactly. I think that's what it's
Cellar,
called.
yeah.
He was there, he saw us play, and like me and Kieran had been up until like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning the night before, and then like we don't think we got any sleep. I drove up, ended up driving through a marathon on these runners. Anyway, it was a fucking nightmare. But we got up. I thought we played a really fucking like ropey set, but must not have, because he sent us a message, be like, "So you guys play? Would love to have you on the label." And that was this push that forced us to write this music, like just to have someone say something like that to us. So shout out to Raj, man. Yeah. He lit a fire under our collective asses.
And you're loved as well up in Northern Ireland.
I hope so.
Yeah.
They'd fucking want to.
I'd Molar Bear. I'd Molar Bear on the show, Alex. Last week they spoke highly of you.
I love those dudes.
Yeah.
They have such an intense live show. Actually, the last fucking show we played was with Molar Bear, Elder Druid, and Survivalist.
Yeah. Oh, what a lineup!
That's savage. Yeah.
Fucking unbelievable.
Jesus.
We were going up the day that coronavirus was announced to be in Ireland. Like, they're like the first
they
cases
announced the gig, like the coronavirus gig.
But they're like, coronavirus has been, spotted or whatever. Whatever the fuck.
There it is.
There it is. There's Bigfoot.
It's about as real as it.
At least Bigfoot. No, I'm
They played. They sent on their demo of their new album, Molar Bear, and it's an absolute killer of an album.
Yeah, they're riff merchants, right?
Oh,
guitars all over again.
Yeah, absolutely beast. So
they have 3 guitars, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They play with forks, not spoons.
Yeah. They have the whole set.
It's one thing to do that like in the studio because you can layer the guitars, but for them, when you see them, they do that live as well. It's just like an onslaught. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
I saw them in Fred's before, right? They were class.
It's like measured chaos.
Yeah.
So, Alex, I must say goodbye to you, and we move on to our next guest. Thanks a million for coming on the show, dude. Can't wait to see you in Cork or Limerick.
Yeah,
come out for pints.
Yeah, we're all going up to John's house, by the way. We're not going to tell him when, but we're all going to crash his gaff. He said it's absolutely fine. So we're going to post his address after, anyway.
Oh, you got his address in the end?
Yeah,
got his address in the end. Yeah. Well, when we dropped him off last time, he wouldn't let us drop him to the house, but we followed him and watched him, so we know the address. I know what he was trying to say.
Okay. Adios, amigo, and thanks for coming on the show.
Take it easy.
See you later, bud.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love him as well. Like,
must be getting too much for Jack, is it?
Yeah, Jack's gone off for a cry now.
Can't handle the.
Now he's back again. Okay. Next guest. Any guesses?
I'm doing
the
it
next
again.
guest.
Wait, let me hear their voice.
Hey, baby.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
John Reel, welcome to the Metal Cell Forum's 100 episode. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Delighted to be here. Happy birthday. I suppose 100 is 100 a birthday. Yeah, it's a birthday.
Yeah, we'll give it the... Was it the centennial?
Yeah. They were only talking about you, man. About your address. Apparently, you're very loose with the addresses, man.
Yeah, well, I was telling everyone that you're allowing us all to randomly show up to your house and just drink, but we're not to tell you.
For a week.
Yeah.
See.
The siege week. siege week.
All the way to Clare, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, we'll get there. Like,
No, I'm here to talk about Iron Maiden. So
The rebuttal.
the yeah. He's finally going to take his list out and go through all the things he had to go through.
am I
like.
correct in assuming it's just you, Evan, that's anti-Iron Maiden, or is it?
Probably, yeah.
Richie's anti-Seven Son, and I don't like that.
From then on, I've no interest. But up to Seven Son, Summer in Time is the last good album for me. But
Yeah.
I'd love to see him live again, though. I saw him in Hellfest, and they were fucking outstanding. And funnily enough, it was the Seven Son of a Seven Son stage.
They did the 25-year anniversary of that tour, I think, on that summer. I saw him at Download that year, and it's unreal.
Did Kieran ever tell you his Steve Harris story from when they played Limerick?
No.
Kieran is a die-hard Maiden fan, and we all got to meet Stephen Harris when he played Stephen Harris. Stephen
Harris.
When he played Limerick, and like, sure, he's a superstar. Like, and Kieran was kind of, we all got an opportunity to kind of talk to him one-on-one. I talked to him about West Ham, and got very little response out of it. But Kieran talked to him about this jazz band that they played the Jazz Fest the year before, and he was in sound for them. And for their whole sound check, they just did Iron Maiden in jazz, like, and Kieran actually got up and joined them. And he told him this, I'm really contracting the story here. He told him, Steve Harris, this really long story. And I was kind of standing in the hallway watching it. And then there was this awkward silence. And Steve just went, yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, it was just like,
His hero.
I was like, crying. He wasn't like, he was nice. Like, I'm sure he hears stories all the time.
Yeah. Ain't shit to him, like. So what are we thinking with gigs? You're the one that decides when gigs come back.
Yeah, I think I've said to you before, I kind of always put a date in the book and go, that's it, we're back then.
Yeah.
We are going to go back to live streaming before Christmas. So I can say that now.
Unreal.
Great.
Something a bit with a few more actual cameras, not AliExpress ones. So we're doing something before Christmas, and like I've stuff in the book from May onwards, but I kind of the first, I suppose, quarter of the year. I think we're all kind of assuming.
Yeah.
Kind of getting a bit weird. I just think there's going to be this deluge of bands looking for gigs all at the same time, and this lovely, happy community that we all have will suddenly just go into chaos because they'll be like, "Why are you giving them a gig? You're not giving us a gig."
Mate, that's exactly what I said is going to happen. Like, I can't wait for gigs, but I know there's going to be this like initial thing where everyone's trying to get a gig, and it's just a fucking shit show. People jumping over each other, and I can imagine bands are going to get jealous that they're like someone else has something and someone doesn't. It's like I'm looking forward to a couple months after we have gigs again where it's starting to feel normal, but people are still happy to have them. That's kind of what I'm looking forward to. But
I think there'll be more. I think down this side of the country in kind of Cork, Limerick, Galway, there'll be more midweek stuff happening. There has to be, like,
I was thinking the same. Yeah.
But John, the success of Kicking and Screaming was fantastic.
Oh, phenomenal! Yeah, and then like I didn't think it would be as big as it was. It was meant to be this small kind of thing, but $3.5 grand is no small feat. But so we're all delighted to the bands. Two of the bands are here.
Yeah.
They hold the record. They raise the most. So
fair play.
Much to the annoyance of a few Limerick bands.
Yeah. Fight me.
There was Evan threatening the crowd, like.
Yeah, it was.
I have done it.
Relentless hype, like.
It worked, like.
Yeah.
You'll probably make double the amount with gigs coming up. That's fantastic news. How many roughly? You don't have to name bands.
We're just doing one this side of Christmas. We're doing it in conjunction with Dolan's this time, and we're bringing in a full crew. It's part of. I actually don't know what we're announcing. And I can't even say who it is yet because I'm still negotiating with them. So
I was going to say
it should be fairly big. Yeah. No, they haven't signed anything. Like, I wish I could tell you. I would if I could.
But they are Irish, I presume, yeah?
Yeah. Oh God, they have to be Irish.
Is there something that we don't know?
It's a band called Coronavirus flying in.
500 cases of coronavirus in Limerick. Would you be hopeful enough now for the October siege next year? That's
I think we'll go all out for that. We've 2 days held, so if we can do the 2 days, we'll do the 2 days. We had 2 days held for Easter. So I'm like, that's done. So I think we're kind of 90% sure October will go ahead. Only girls that don't take the vaccine won't be allowed to come.
That's fair enough. Like, we can laugh at them from the window as well. Like,
hey, well, they can come at their own risk. But,
we're fine.
Just cough in their face.
I'd say you could nearly do 3 days, man. I'd say you do it.
It'd be a headache, though, Evan.
7 days.
For
Not for me, like.
3 days has been talked about. It'd be amazing. Like, it has to be done at some point. Like,
but I'd say,
I think you won't be able to move for the amount of announcements now. Like, I'm already seeing it kind of building up. The amount of announcements that are saying, you have to announce this in a few weeks. Announce this in a few weeks. They're all coming again, and you'd be like, fuck, I don't have enough money.
But I mean, like a 3 day, like if we'll say October comes and it's 2 days, I'll be going down on the Friday anyway.
Absolutely.
So it'd be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, head back on the Monday. It'd be perfect. I'd say a lot of people
you nearly
would
have
do
to queue to get in. I'd say you nearly have to queue to get in.
We might do it like we did the 20th one, where we'd have to do the Saturdays ticketed. Look, it's lovely having the all ages thing early on a Sunday, but at about 5:30 on a Sunday, you see the old heads just kind of, you just kick them out now, please.
It's fair enough.
So I think we'll just do the Saturday ticketed. But like, it's only the last 2 days I've been talking about the Friday as well. It's just been so long since we've done anything. I don't even know if I can run a gig anymore. What do I do?
If anyone can do it, it's you, I'd say.
Cheers, Evan. You get more with honey than you do with salt.
Yeah, I better be playing that fucking gig.
Here we go.
Have I told you how good you look as well?
100 episodes. What's been one of your most difficult ones? Everyone's probably asked you what the best one was, but
the most difficult one by far was Sakis from Rotten Christ.
Yeah.
And I'd put Invictus up there as well because there was so much research. Because remember, I had to interview, was it 4 or 5 bands on the day as well? So it was serious. And a lot of those bands I didn't even know of. I haven't listened to them. So
you were hammered.
You're entirely self-contained, aren't you? You do all the editing and everything yourself.
Yeah. And I remember like being so mannerly to John, going, John, I'm in the Clayton. Is it okay if I can come across and interview your bands and leave some flyers around the place? These are the early days. So I'd be bringing them back, and I'll never forget Dictated.
They were lovely,
yeah. 2 lovely girls. I can't remember their names, and the drummer was with him as well, big tall fella. So here we are, and I'm just shooting the shit with them, going into the hotel, and they were going, "Oh, where are you interviewing us?" And I'm going, "Up in the bedroom." And they're going, "Up in the bedroom?" And I go, "You're well protected," I guess. I'm
putting on your robe, like
the wall of strap-ons that you go
in. Each one has like a different person's, like a plaque with someone's name underneath it.
Oh my God! So we get.
I've told Devin this one before, but Dan Flynn, when he was really drunk at the siege, that exact one that you interviewed. He went up to one of my friends and went, "I'm going to get up on stage there and try and give one of the girls, it's Sonia, I'm going to try and give Sonia a kiss." And he was out of his mind. Like, he climbed up on stage, and because they were wireless, they just kept moving around. Where he climbed up, Sonia was standing there, but then the bassist, I think the bassist's name is Richard, I think is it? I'm not too sure.
I don't know.
The bass player was the other woman.
No, was it guitarist? Was the guy? They switched instruments.
They did switch instruments. Yes, spot on. Yeah. Go on.
The male instruments player. God, that sounded. Dan actually ends up kissing him right in the lips.
Oh my God!
He got off stage thinking he'd done it. He was like, "Yeah, I got the shift off your one." And I was like, "You kissed your man there."
Fucking maniac.
He fucking deserved that now.
He did, man.
Fucking classic. Oh my God.
When other promoters come to other promoters' gigs, they're the people that cause the most grief.
Yeah.
I remember trying to direct Con towards the exit at about 4:30 in the morning when it was all closed, and he wasn't in the best shape anyway.
Jesus
He kept
Christ.
He kept ending up. There's this kind of thing that happens in Dolan's where you're not paying attention. It's almost like you end up back where you started.
Go around the circle.
You're like, I've done a full lap. And he kept kind of, sorry, I forgot how I get out of here. Which door is open?
Eternal Dolans.
Yeah.
That'd be kind, yeah. What a legend.
I don't actually know how he played that gig that night because he was so drunk at 6 o'clock. He was just.
They brought him to bed for a while.
Yeah.
He's a machine. Like, it's.
Yeah, he came up to us and said, "We've done our time now. You're going to put us on early next time." Like, okay, all right.
I was on to him.
That was a really good slot.
I was on to him this morning actually to send on the Soothsayer new single or new song, you know, and he just takes it back going, "I'm dying sick with a hangover." He goes like that, and the laptop is shut the bed. Just gone. Oh,
what a man! Like, what an absolute legend.
Yeah, so it's great, John, man. That's good news. And the siege is going to be, you're confirming it will be 2 days.
In October, yeah, if we can. Yeah.
Sick.
Excellent stuff.
So you're
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, man. Brilliant having you on. That's great. And
Unreal.
do you ever travel to Cork, by the way?
I do, yeah.
I saw him one time.
That's fired.
He was messaging me asking for somewhere to eat, but he didn't take any of my fucking places. It's like, oh, fuck yourself.
I saw you. The wife happy.
Yeah,
like, everywhere I suggested, you went, how far is it? 20 minutes. No. I have to text him back again.
Yeah, I probably just suggested Boojum anyway. Like.
The last time I was down in Cork for a gig, I came down for Bellwitch. That was the last gig I was down for.
Yeah, that was great, wasn't it?
And I was going to come down for the festival in August. But, I'll be down for that next August.
Monolith, is it?
Monolith,
yeah. I was down for the first one of that and the second one. And then I missed last year's one. Go to a second wedding. So,
yeah, that was a brilliant lineup for the one that was cancelled.
That's great. Like, as in, I think the more stuff that goes on this side of the country, the better. You know, anyone that travels from abroad to these things kind of goes, "Oh, I got to." Whenever they go to festival, they go to Dublin, and you're kind of like, "Well, and so, like, at least they get to come down and experience old men sitting outside pubs, wondering what's going on. Like,
Actual crack.
But like John, but John, there must have been surely times there in Monolith where you're just kind of leaning back, going, "Ha, I understand what they're going through."
Yeah.
I'd say it's so calming
my God.
then.
The second Monolith, when I was just a punter at it.
Yeah.
There was band beers, and I believe you didn't have them. Have you done a pod with the lads from? Oh my God, it's at the tip of my tongue, and they're from Limerick. What's the name of the band? This is embarrassing. Sung from a Tree.
They're on my list.
There was band beers, and one of them, they arrived at the same time. I drove down with Third Island, and Con did the introductions and showed Owen from the band from Slung from a Tree where the band beers and stuff was, and told him to tell Third Island. Then at the end of the day, Owen said, "Oh, John, sorry, there's band beers there for you." And over went, "There's none left." And he went, "Oh, I'm really sorry."
Whacked off his head.
Yeah. He was genuinely apologetic. It wasn't kind of like an underhanded thing. He just completely forgot to tell him. And John was like,
goosed it like,
I love that, man.
I let him off.
So John,
clear for me.
John, thanks a million for coming on. We will see you in 2021, please, God.
We'll see you at the house party in your house.
Thanks.
The guards will be all round over.
Cheers, John. Adios, John. Thanks.
See you, amigo. Oh, I got fucking caught rotten there. Well, he didn't deny it, did he?
Going, though. Yeah. We're still doing it.
We're still doing it. Jeez, this is great.
And say no.
We'll bring the van, Daniel. We'll bring that van just in case.
We'll bring that fucking van.
Well, I'm moving to Limerick, so we can all pile into my gaff.
Are you fuck?
There you go. I am, yeah.
You're not here?
Yep. I am, yeah. So maybe hopefully before Christmas, maybe after Christmas. So
Jesus, that's the siege sorted. Yeah, unreal. That makes it way easier.
Nice.
Because I remember.
Delighted for me.
Do you remember, Jack, when we were fondly reminiscing of the gigs that didn't happen, but for the Worn Out tour, the second last day of like the first run, we were doing it with Carosa and a band from Belfast, and we were all like planning on getting a room between like, what, 12 of us?
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, and like we were
After
talking about it
Carlo.
last week. So excited about it. But, oh, should we leave your
Next
house
time.
direct now? Yeah. No, we'll stay in Danielle's house now.
Oh yeah.
We can actually trash that.
Yeah.
She's living
Will you
in
please
Dolan's.
make sure there's some oat milk there now as well for Evan?
I'll go out and milk some oats.
Some of that oat drank.
Yeah, some drink. Oh God.